So consider this part 3. I've already gone ahead and assembled the crank and have done all the bearing clearances using plastic gauge. And what I'll do is I'll just go through some pictures right now and what I did, because it was getting pretty late and I didn't want to set the camera up. I just wanted to get the crank in, so let's show some pictures of that. So this is going to be part 3. Once you've watched part 1 and 2, part 3 is going to be assembly here. So once you've received your parts in the mail, you want to go ahead and you can start gapping your rings. There's a formula through Carrillo when you get their pistons, if that's what you're going with. Regardless, it's going to be fairly similar. So I've already gone ahead and put one of the pistons in. We've got 3 left to go. Got all the C-clips in, so everything is ready to pop in. Doing cylinder number 2 next. Clean it up. Finish torquing this one down. Alright, so I've got 2 of the pistons in. Just about to pop the 3rd one in. So what you want to do is get your piston and rod assembly, get that lower cap off, put your bearing in there, get your rings, put your rings on there, grab your little tool right here, get that guy on there, and show you how that's done. So you want to get your piston ring compressor, get that guy on there, and just pop it in the hole. Make sure your serial numbers are always facing the front. You probably can't see them on this camera, but there we go. There's some serial numbers there. Those always point to the front. If you see, there's some on the piston there as well. They always point to the front, so something to keep in mind. You want to get this in there as straight in as you can. Before you start tapping on the top of that piston with the butt end of the hammer, you want to go around the top. Just like that, very gently all the way around. So I'm resetting it just because it wasn't 100% perfect there, but I think we're good now. The old Facebook ding. There you go. So get your butt in. And just you can actually hear it click as it went in. That's good. So now what we got to do is flip this over. Actually, we're going to give it a little bit of a push just by hand to make sure it's Okay, it's easy to push in by hand. Not too easy, but what you want to look for is any sort of scratching here for some reason if one of the rings get caught up, but we're good to go here. We're going to flip this over one-handed. Here we go. Alright, you can see I've already got these two in. So we've got to finish feeding this one up. Just I'm gonna put you. That's a pretty good view. Alright, so what you want to do is align that rod so that it's going to come and touch that crank. So you want to get your finger in there and you just want to press up with your fingers, making sure that it's going to touch that. And I like to get it pretty close, like that, so I can still move it out of the way a little bit, and then I'm going to put some lube on it. And I'm going to just drop a little. Oh, I didn't mean to get any in that hole, but it's okay, it's just oil. Lube this up real good. I got tons in there already. I didn't need that much. You get the point. Alright, I'm just going to hold this rod back a bit so we can push the piston up into place, or down, whichever you like to call it. Okay, so it's in place here. What I like to do is take the butt end of the hammer again, make sure it's clean, and make sure it's either a rubber or a wooden end. I mean, you never want to hit it with metal. What I do is I just take the hammer underneath here, the number 3, and just give it a couple taps. Make sure it's seated. Alright. Focus, baby.